Okay, hi there everybody. The current school curriculum should be reassessed. This essay was written by Roland Simon. Okay. Every child has an inalienable right to experience quality education. What should students learn in schools? Appear to be an eternal question. Our society is in the state of flux, and this fact might justify the reassessment of the current school curriculum. Okay, I love this start. Every child has an inalienable right to experience quality education. So I was wondering about putting A here. And I thought, no, quality education, uncountable, general concept. You could put A, one of them, but here quality education generally is fine. So, what should students learn in our schools appear to be an eternal question. So firstly, we need an S on this appears, because the subject of this appears is what should students learn in schools. And that's a singular subject, therefore appears to be an eternal question. So what should students learn in schools? Is this a question though? What should I do? This isn't a question, because this what is it's not actually acting as a question word. So what students should learn in schools appears to be an eternal question. Yeah, because here, what should students learn in schools? Question mark. Or this appears to be an eternal question. Yeah, but as it's not a question, then no. So what students should learn in school? The things that students should learn in schools appears to be an eternal question, and that's why this isn't a question. Our society is in the state of flux, in a state of flux. The reason being is that here this determiner goes with state. Yeah, and we could have a state of flux, a state of stability, a state of, okay, and that's why a state. Yeah, a state of flux. Also, there are maybe various states of flux, but in a state, and then of flux goes afterwards, not the. And this fact might justify the reassessment of the current school curriculum. Okay, that reads very nicely. Let me just add to it. So, and this fact alone might well justify this fact alone might well justify the reassessment of the current school curriculum. Firstly, teachers urge their pupils to solely focus on academic subjects. While the interest in modern studies are surging, the art seems to lose its lustre. Seeing the satisfying lives of programmers and engineers, students have a primeval desire to follow suit. Computer skills have utmost importance to learn. Okay, so firstly, teachers urge their pupils to solely focus on academic subjects. That's great. While I would say while interest, without the, in modern studies, while interest, singular, is surging, the art, love, money, environment, general topic, history, not the history. Yeah, the fine arts, yes, but art as a subject, no. Music, no. Okay. So, firstly, teachers urge their pupils to solely focus on academic subjects. Comma. While or okay, yeah. Okay, yes, no, because these are different sentences. So firstly, teachers urge their pupils to solely focus on academic subjects. While interest in modern studies is surging, art seems to lose its lustre. So you've used is surging here, and this is talking about change. So I would make this continuous. Seems to be losing its lustre. Seeing the satisfying lives of programmers and engineers, students have a primeval desire to follow suit. So seeing that, yeah, you could start it with that gerund. I might say on seeing the satisfying lives of programmers. I'm just going to put an on here, but it would work without that. On seeing the satisfying lives of programmers and engineers, students have a primeval desire to follow suit. Good English. Computer skills have utmost importance to learn. So, have importance to learn? No. I think I would rephrase this. The learning of computer skills is of the utmost importance. Okay, the learning of computer skills is of the utmost importance. Okay, the learning of computer skills is of the utmost importance. So, one thing I would say about this, the way that these two join together is not very good. There's a sudden jump in something. Have a primeval desire to follow suit. So I would probably say something like this. It is clearly true that the learning of computer skills is of utmost importance. Moreover, we have to face unprecedented challenges such as climate change and unemployment. Such many challenges such as climate change and unemployment is rising at an alarming rate. So, moreover, we have to face unprecedented challenges such as climate change and unemployment. That is rising at an alarming rate. We can tackle many problems at the root level. You could say at the root level. I would probably just say at root level. There are a cacophony of conflicting views and opinions about what subjects should be taught in school. But the point which is incontrovertible among all educational pundits is the necessity to prepare is just better for preparing. Doesn't sound very natural. The necessity to prepare children for real life. Okay, so it is clearly true that the learning of computer skills is of utmost importance. And I think I would try and join these together. So you could put a semicolon. I think I might put a comma here and go, and moreover, we have to face unprecedented challenges such as climate change and unemployment that's rising at an alarming rate. We can tackle many problems at an alarming rate. So, let's see. This is fine again, but why don't you make it passive? Because passive sentences show your abilities. An alarming that is alarming. So we can tackle many of these problems can be tackled at root level. Yeah, because also like that you get you're putting the problems at the front, which is actually the real what the sentence is about. So many of these problems can be tackled at root level. There was nothing wrong with what you'd written, Roland, but it just sounds better like that because you've got better cohesion between the different sentences. So many of these problems can be tackled at root level. There are a cacophony of conflicting views and opinions about what subjects should be taught in school. But the point which is incontrovertible among all educational pundits is the necessity to prepare children for real life. Good. Suffice it to say, I love this phrase, suffice it to say that education should adapt to the ever-changing societal landscape. That's very nice. And this follows on very cohesively and very nicely from the previous one. Why should someone memorise gruesome medieval battles and dead kings in the era of automatons? That's very good. I love it. Secondly, I cannot help but wonder why people do not want to take up any artistic activities. So firstly, this any. Don't lose the any. Secondly, I cannot help but wonder why people do not want to take up artistic activity for the pure enjoyment. Okay, I would add something to this. For the pure enjoyment of it. Students are willing to juggle with their boring subjects if the hefty salaries will compensate in the future. Okay, to juggle with. Yeah, I think juggle with would. Yeah. Okay, so students are willing to juggle with their boring subjects if the hefty salaries if hefty salaries will compensate them in the future. So if hefty salaries will compensate them in the future. Seldom do young people opt, good phrase, to immerse themselves, good. You could put for, but for immersing, it's not good, to immerse themselves. Seldom do young people opt to immerse themselves in any kind of artwork whatsoever. let alone pursuing this kind of specific career, much to their parents' chagrin. That's very good. Seldom do young people opt to immerse themselves in any kind of artwork whatsoever, let alone pursue. The reason pursue is because do they opt to do this, let alone to pursue this kind of specific career. Much so specific. It's all right, but specialised. I'm going to put a Z in because I'm never sure about Zs and S. Specialised career. Much to their parents' chagrin. I like this. Artists have negative images in whom of them possess a blithe spirit, and their works are just an anodyne to mitigate their misery. I like this use of anodyne. Okay, artists have negative images. I would say artists have a negative image. Artists have a negative image. A negative image in whom of them possess have a negative image in whom of them possess a blithe spirit, so have a negative image. Okay, have a negative image. And are considered to possess a blithe spirit, and are considered to possess live spirits. Blithe spirit, to possess a blithe spirit. As such, their works are regarded as just an anodyne to mitigate their own misery. The onus is on teachers and parents to instill the seed of imagination and creativity into children, as it were. I like this, as it were. Yes, because seed, this is very metaphorical, and therefore, as it were, works well. And I like the use of onus as well. Learning should be the source of unbridled joy. I think better a source of unbridled joy. Notwithstanding the latest tendency, some young people give free rein themselves to express their repressed feelings and desires through artwork, which is a good omen. So, notwithstanding the latest tendency, notwithstanding, I'm going to change this. Notwithstanding recent trends, some young people give themselves free rein to express their repressed feelings and desires through artwork, which is a good omen. Good. In conclusion, I do not hold a totally divergent opinion with some points of this long-running dispute. So I do not hold a totally divergent opinion with some points of, I would prefer, of is okay, but I would prefer in this so in conclusion, I do not hold a totally divergent opinion with some viewpoints, just makes it better, in this long-running dispute. Viewpoints in this long, and okay, I do not hold a totally in this long-running dispute. I would want to put an and here, comma, and I am absolutely convinced that students should be exposed to a wide range of subjects, academic, history, art and novel ones. A wide range of you see, this is an adjective. Okay, to a wide range of, let's take out the word subjects, of academic, historical, artistic, and new subjects. And like that we can get rid of these ones, which is in conclusion, I do not hold a totally divergent opinion with some viewpoints in this, with some, I think it would probably some, I think it's going to sound better with some points of view in this long-running dispute, and I'm absolutely convinced that students should be exposed to a wide range of academic, historical, artistic and new subjects. Common sense shall prevail. I like this ending as well. Okay, so this is definitely a C2 essay. Yeah. It's written very nicely. You've got a wide range of vocabulary. You've got a wide range of different grammatical structures. Yes, there are some errors, but it's not that bad, and many of the things that I've changed are just to make it sound more natural. Let's see. Vocabulary: inalienable, state of flux. Your use of an adverb here: surging, to lose its lustre. Primaeval, utmost, and then moreover. That's quite good. Unprecedented. Root level, cacophony. Yeah, all of these are really good words. Pundits. Societal landscape. Yeah, automatons, computers. To juggle. Yeah, and if you look as well, so seldom do young people. You've got an inversion, which is very good. Also, your sentences are getting longer, and that's quite good. Yeah, I like this phrase, blithe spirit, as well. Okay, a, an and the are always going to be one of your problems. I think you're getting better with it. Yeah, but it's still problematic. Okay, so how does it join together? It joins together quite well, but you've got to be careful with writing a sentence and then writing another one without some sort of thing that joins the two ideas or the two subjects together. Yeah, and I think you could improve on the way the essay flows from one idea to the next. Yeah. I think it's a good essay, very definitely, and this is going to get. I think it's going to get quite a good mark at C2. I think probably, what would I give it? I don't know. I think I'm probably going to give it a 6.75, something like that. Yeah, it's certainly very good at C2. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.